think it's weird when non-gym people ask me if I have any hobbies besides going to the gym? Well, obviously I don't. I mean, I go to the gym, I eat my protein, and I get my steps in. I'm really happy for you that apparently you have a life, but I really don't. So please stop shaming me. you're worried about getting bulky from lifting heavy weights, well, here's something you shouldn't worry about and something you should worry about instead. What you definitely should not be worried about is actually getting bulky by accident. Because believe it or not, building muscle is a lot harder than you think. And also, it does not just spiral out of control. You can stop at any point. For example, I've been lifting weights for a little over 2 years with the intention of actually getting bulky. And I've been training very hard, 5 times a week, with proper nutrition and with even fairly decent genetics for actually building muscle. So yeah, by lifting weights, unless you intend to, you won't get bulky. Instead, you will get healthy and stay healthy for longer. Alright, go lift some heavy weights.
If you want to know what 1 year of progress in the gym can realistically look like, I'm going to show you how to find a perfect reference and why. Stay put. Now you take a mirror and you look in that mirror. The only person you should ever compare your gym progress to is you. Everything else makes zero fucking sense. Even someone of the same age, same gender, same height, same weight, same body fat percentage as you can look completely different after 1 year of the exact same workout than you do. You don't know shit about their activity outside of the gym, their nutrition could be completely different, and lastly, and that is a huge factor, their genetics are just different than yours. So it makes zero fucking sense to take someone as reference who is approximately your age, height, weight, whatever, because still, they are not you. And on another note, you're neglecting all other non-visible factors that are proof of your progress at the gym, like, I don't know, your general fitness level, your strength, your sleep quality, your emotional well-being. The only person that you should ever compare yourself to is found in fucking mirror. Now go lift some heavy weights and enjoy the process. You're dismissed. What are you waiting for? You're dismissed.